right. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Dumb Programming Questions. Just getting things going here. I have a way of moderating comments from everywhere, but I don't have a way of. I wish I had a way of jumping into the comments in all the places. And, and I also can't see it when the folks on Periscope give me hearts or whatever. Hello to anyone that's on. I see 15 of you right now on Periscope. Just give me some hearts if you're watching. And please, if you're on YouTube, on Twitch, on whatever, let me know. And that'd be great. Let me just bring my comments thing over here. Oh, here we go. Got Simon here, got Mario. Nice. And we got Duncan. I should add all these to the broadcast so people can see. Yes, hello. This is kind of everywhere. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Periscope, I'm on YouTube, all at the same time. Going to be experimenting with Tailwind today. And let's make sure we got this right. All right, so this is kind of what we'll be looking at. This is Visual Studio Code. By the way, in the spirit of dumb programming questions, I had heard people talking about Visual Studio, saying it's a great text editor. And so I Googled Visual Studio for the Mac, downloaded it, and could not figure out why so many people liked it for web development. It was just super confusing. It just seemed like it was only for .NET development, building traditional desktop clients and things like that. Until on Twitter, someone mentioned that it's not Visual Studio that I wanted. I wanted Visual Studio Code. Microsoft. What kind of branding is this? And I realize for all of you, this is super easy. I realize that this is, you folks don't have problems with all these things. But just not knowing that there was a difference between Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code, very frustrating. And I've just been getting into Visual Studio Code, and I'm liking it. There's lots of, even for a noob like me, there is lots to like. No, Travis, I am not getting into .NET. I have worked for some .NET shops in the past, though, and went through web forms and all that craziness. Help them transition to MVC. Anyway, today I want to experiment with Adam Wathan's Tailwind CSS. Let me show you. Let me show you something here. And he left the office just before I went live because he's like, I can't bear to watch this live. This is going to be too painful. So hopefully you folks in the comments can help me out. And let's just get going. Again, if you're on Periscope, give me some hearts, say hello. If you're on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and say hello in the chat. And if you're on Twitch, say hello in the chat. I don't think there's a heart or a like or anything in Twitch, but trying to do these dumb programming questions as much as I can. All right, so let's get into it. I'll show you the desktop here. And the first thing I did inside of Visual Studio was I set up just a simple boilerplate for Tailwind. And so I put this on my GitHub, github.com/MIJustin. That's the letter M, the letter I, Justin. And yeah, when I type in tail, it kind of creates this starting place. Oh, see, Adam's here. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Adam, I thought you were taking off. You just can't help me out. You're watching this in the car or something? You're crazy. All right, so and I've installed this little preview thing. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but and actually maybe I'll just show you my whole desktop. Hold on. Just so I can move this around here. So there, that's a little bit better. This is hilarious. What the heck? What's going on, Adam? Are you okay? On my phone. What? I don't know what's going on over on Twitch there, but 2 people are watching on the phone, or Adam has 2 Periscope accounts. All right, so here's my little boilerplate, and what I want to do today is I want to create some like a form, a simple, not a simple form, kind of a Mad Lib style form. I don't know if you've ever created those, and you're going to see pretty quick where I ran into problems. Okay. Now we got Ninja Parade also on his phone. This is also on Adam's phone. This is what this is what's freaking me out a little bit here. Is this like the Toronto commute time or something? You're all on the train at the same time. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay, this is too much. This is too much. Toronto phone mafia. Yeah, totally. Okay, let me try to focus here. So this is, like I said, I've got this thing here, and is there a way? How do I soft wrap this? How do you soft wrap in? That's my first question. My first Visual Studio question. How do you soft wrap? Word wrap. Is that what they call it? Word wrap. Oh, here we go. Okay. And maybe I'll do that over here too. Word wrap. There we go. Perfect. And all right. So I want to start building a simple form, and the biggest thing, the big question I have for all you Tailwind folks is, it looked like once I started, you'll see this in a bit, but when I start giving a class, do I have to duplicate all that stuff all the time? Yeah. Okay. Is that egg drop? Isn't it called soft wrap inside of Adam? Isn't that what it's called? View. And yeah, toggle soft wrap. I know it sounds dirty, but that's what it says in Adam. So I'm just going with what I know. Remember, this show is called Dumb Programmer Questions. All right, so all right, so I've got word wrap, and let's start creating the form here. So let me look here. Put it right here. Is this too small for you folks? And we'll give this a class of W full. I installed this IntelliSense for Tailwind. Where is it? Where's my extensions? These my extensions? Okay, Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. I can't tell if that's working. I don't know if that's working. but I installed it, and yeah, I can't tell. It's a little small. I don't know how to increase my typeface. I can zoom in. What? Okay, there we go. All right, so there's my form. Okay, and so I want this to be kind of a Mad Lib style. So I'm going to go hi, and then label. I guess I don't need to use a label, but say user first name, my name, and then I guess I'll make that the end. Can I just tab? How to? No, is okay. So this is where it gets kind of crazy. Input type equals text. That's what I want. Yeah. And then, and by the way, if I'm not sure if let me know if I'm sure I'm driving you folks crazy with even the way I'm typing these things in. User. Do I want F name here? And then ID. User FN. Okay, so I'll give it a default value of Janet from Ohio. And now this is where my question starts. Class. Okay, so I want to start to, so I want to, style this box, because if I go right here, this is my input box, right? But okay, so let's say I want it to be BG, that's background gray, lighter. Okay, so now I've got this right here, and let's keep going. Let's give it a, I wonder if we should give it a border. Let's just give it some, I think this does padding. Is PY padding? Yeah. Oh, it's like top and bottom. Okay. PY is vertical padding. Okay. PX is horizontal. Beauty. Okay. Thank you, Travis. This is helpful. This is helpful. And by the way, I gave Mario my live sharing link here, so I'm not sure if Mario can see what I'm doing inside of, because there's that code pairing thing. Anyway, same for margin. Oh, MX, MY. I see. Dang, I'm going to have to remember that X is horizontal and Y is vertical, right? Math and graphing were not my my fortes. Okay. And so what else do I want? Maybe we'll do text, gray. Let's just go darker. And we'll go focus, outline, none. Actually, I might want to have focus. No, let's keep that like that. But we'll put a border, gray. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Is that working properly? Okay. So, and do I have... Okay. Exactly. I know. High school geometry. You know, the one thing about coding live, folks, is I'm, every part of me right now just wants to be really entertaining. And it's hard to be entertaining while you're doing this at the same time. It requires so much of your thinking, doesn't it? And so, yeah, I'm trying to be entertaining, but at the same time, I'm trying to focus. It is tricky. All right, so back here now. Mario's saying we should do focus BG yellow lighter. All right, let's do that. Focus BG yellow lighter. Did that work? Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay, so that's the first part of my Mad Lib. And this is something I want to work on for, it's a little prototype I want to build for spots. It's an idea I had for something we could offer folks. And so I want to create a little Mad Lib that says, hi, my name is Janet from Ohio, and I want to sponsor your, and then I want to have the ability to, for them to have a drop down and, you know, select what they want to select. Now, here's where I get confused. I'm glad you're here for the memes. Like, I'm going to become a meme. Is that what you're saying? How do we need these to be bigger. Here we go. So here's my question is I just created this class, you know, with all this stuff here. Every time I do an input, I have to retype all that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, so every time I create a new input in this form, I have to retype that whole class again. Are you folks just copying and pasting that? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, so let me know in the chat. You can create a component. Copy paste or copy paste. All right. I mean, I'm a copy paster. So, anyway, we're gonna go select class, and then yeah, I'm just gonna copy all this because you folks said I could, and now I'm going to create an option. Live streams is going to be one. I really need to see, I feel like components are too much for me. Oh, by the way, Frank the programmer, sorry, I got Nightbot installed. I know it's giving you that. Feel free to post links. I don't know how I'm going to let links do that, but, so Adam's saying that Tailwind has some great features for that I can't use in the CDN version. Yeah, just to get going fast, I just linked to this stuff here. So, yeah. Mario, I really hope that my bot doesn't do that. I didn't want you to get hung up with Webpack and crap for hours. Thank you, Adam Wathan. Thank you. All right, so let's get back to all my options here. So I want one option. Option is I want to do live streams, podcast, and I can see this autocomplete here, but I keep moving my mouse. What am I doing wrong there? Like, like when see, I'm typing, let me try that again. I'm not getting the sense of how this autocomplete works. Option, okay, it automatically does that, and then I'll go news. letter. Okay. But there must be a shortcut so I don't have to I don't have to keep using my mouse. But anyway, I've got my drop down here. It's pretty good. All right, so let's keep going. Yeah, Mario, sorry, I've got a bot thing that detects links, and so that's why it's kind of yelling at you there. Okay, so where am I now? So that was that. Now I want. I'm gonna go, and this is probably really bad. I'm gonna put a line break there. Every time you mention, and then able for, let's do user URL, my website. And then I'm going to create another input here. Input, whoop. And name, we'll call this user URL. And ID user URL. Give it a default value. Your site.com. And what do I want now? Okay, now I have to type in now I have to redo that class, right? So I'll just copy and paste it again. It feels dirty. You folks, it feels like I get yelled at every single time I do that. And close that off, right? Yeah. Every time you mention my website, maybe actually brackets isn't the best here. Maybe I'll use commas. Every time you mention my website, okay, so yeah, it has Emmet built in, and so tabbing is what will autocomplete it. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that for the next piece here. Every time you mention my website, I will pay you. And then I'm going to have another input here where they can, okay, so there we go. Yeah, the tab works great. And then type doesn't autocomplete. Let's call this name, we'll go user amount. Actually, let's call this sponsor amount. ID. Sponsor amount. Let's put a default value of 100. Yeah, I guess what's surprising, Mario, and I'm sure this is what the grumpy people are grumpy about, is that you inside of Tailwind. Sorry, inside of Tailwind, can I add this? Okay, so normally you want the least amount of stuff in line as you can possibly manage, correct? And I think that's probably what folks don't like about it, is there's so much in line that kind of that it just, you got these super long classes in line in your HTML. But I can see the power in that once you kind of remember all these things, you can change things on the fly. But yeah, it's I get it. I get why some people don't like it. All right, back to desktop. Yes, I'm hoping to learn some new tricks as I go along. Don't type the bracket. Okay. Well, let me finish this part here. So I'll pay you $100, and then I'm gonna get my class again. And close that up. All right. So now we've got our nice little, I should save this actually. Now we've got our nice Mad Lib here. Hi, my name is Janet from Ohio. I want to sponsor your live streams. Every time you mention my website, the site, I will pay you $100. Okay. By the way, folks, how would I, with Tailwind, increase the line height here? So I'm guessing I would do it in the form class. And how do you do line height inside of Tailwind? Text. Is there a line height? How does that work? Somebody tell me, how do you do line height with Tailwind? Line height. Oh, here we go. It's right in the docs. Leading loose. So leading loose will allow me, and you can also do the size. Tight, normal, loose. But I'm assuming I can also add numbers to that. All right, let's try that. So we'll go leading. Wait. Is it just? Yeah, leading loose. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. Did it increase? I didn't even see. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Leading loose. That's a little bit nicer. Okay, so now we're okay. What else do I want here? I will pay you. Let's add a button right now. So button. Oh, sorry. I forgot to try the autocomplete. How do you? You're saying I don't have to type bracket, but I think I do. Class. Let's give it a shadow. Let's make it, I don't know, green. Hover, BG, green, light. Focus. Outline. Focus. Outline none. Text. We'll do white. Font. We'll do bold. Let's just see what this looks like here. Do I have to give? Oh, I have to give this a type. Another thing I've noticed with this not working button. Why is this not working? Why can't I see that button? Oh, I gotta add. Okay, yeah. Of course. Let's just put sponsor. Oh, that button doesn't look super nice. What do I want to add here? Let's add some padding. Go PY2, PX4. Let's make it rounded too. Oh, there we go. That's looking nice. All right. So now I've got this here. Hey, everyone. Thanks again for being here. I don't know why inside of Ecamm Live, I have to keep readjusting these. I want these to be the same size every time, but yeah. So yeah, there's some really good button examples. Another question, actually, when you're styling. So I want this button to appear below all of this. What is the best way to do that? Should I do that with CSS? Like, if I add block, will that'll add it underneath? Is that what I want to do? And I'm guessing if I go MY8, that will put it down there a little bit. Is this the preferred way of styling that? Okay, so yeah, I added block. Well, look at that. Figured that one out on my own, Mario. Not too shabby, hey? Cool. So, got this here, got this. Sweet. I should change let me change my heading here. Sponsor me. And let's actually change my title here too. Sponsor me. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, my big question was, do I really need to copy these classes every time? And so I got that answer. I really wish I could even add, actually, maybe what I should do, and see, okay, here's the other weird thing. And I'm guessing that you folks are going to tell me that this is just what I need to do if I'm going to have to use that other stuff that you were talking about before. But if I want to now change, for example, I want to change the style on one of these inputs. I'm going to have to go back into every class and change the style on every class. It's kind of weird. But I'm guessing I need the fancier stuff for that, right? All right. Yeah, anything else I should... By the way, what is... I connected Slack. So what happens if I go into General in here? Where is that? General. Oh, it actually opens it up inside of here. Whoa, that's crazy. So you can have Slack right in Visual Code. Sweet. So yeah, you've got to search and replace, or I guess create components, which I don't know how to create components yet, so can't do that. All right. Anything else I should try while I'm here? I'm kind of at a standstill now because I'm I want to clean this up a little bit, but this is the basics of what I wanted to do. Let's see. Let's open in default browser. I just want to look at this on the big screen. Ooh, I probably want to change that. How responsive is this? It's not too bad. Yeah, I think I want to clean this up a little bit. Where I eventually want to go is I want to be able to start building some of this using Laravel. Just build this little utility for myself that in this case would allow people to, every time I go live, they would be able to say, okay, actually, I could add that right now. I will pay you $100, and then we'll go, I will pay you $100, comma, up to, and then let's get another input, type equals text, and then we'll go total amount. Whoa. My preview is dying. Oh. This preview might be breaking. Oh no. Is it totally broken? Sorry, my editor just totally froze. Not responding. Keep waiting. Yeah, I know, but I think it's this preview thing killed it. I might have to just kill this window. Let's try again. By the way, is there a shortcut inside of in Terminal where I can just open code from the terminal? So, and Mario, can you tell me a little bit about what you're trying to say here? I did something similar. Okay. Oh, and you can just go code file name. Let me try that actually. I'm gonna close this up, and let's go. Where am I right now? CD GitHub, and this is madlib. And so I can go code.index.html. Oh, it says command not found. How come it's not working? Need to add it to the path. You can install it from the VS Code dashboard. Okay. How do I do that? I'll look that up later. Okay, going back here, do it the old-fashioned way. And Mario, sorry, I don't exactly know what you mean about starting each thing on a new line. What does that mean? Starting each. You said I did something like this for my new site design. You could start each sentence in a new line. so that the fields can push down for responsive purposes. But does that mean I put, like, how do I start a new line inside the form? Why am I getting an error here? Oh, because it's still doing this. Name total amount, and then we'll go ID total amount, and then we'll go value, and let's say they'll spend up to 5,000. And I'll copy this class again, which is crazy. All right. So Mario's saying the fields would shift down and expand, and the whole thing would reload each sentence. Use block on the element. Okay, so just but like right now it's so this is all one line. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Like, I could add block to this element, right? But then wouldn't that just screw up? Mario's getting frustrated. Well, just here, just call me on Skype. I'll send you my Skype. Hold on. Mario, call me on Skype. Yeah, you can call me on Skype, and I can. Okay, so just put it all in a div. So div class block. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. So I want this whole thing. Sponsor your. Okay. So we'll do it this way. Oh, not for the div. So just keep the div. Yeah, why do I need it? I mean, even just putting it in a different div is nice. That helps. Push that over. Let's push all that over. And let's add a new one here. Every time you mention, so then we have another one here. Nice. Welcome, Jern. Thanks for being here. Just playing around with Tailwind. This is what we've made so far. Where's my browser window? So yeah, this is what we've made so far. Just the Mad Lib style form. And I'm driving Mario crazy because I don't know what he means. Let's actually push this over too so I can tell. Whoop. What's going on here? How come I can't push this over? How come tab's not working? Well, there we go. It's just one big ugly block. All right. So, I think what you meant is that you want me to add block to the inputs, but if I do that, that'll screw up. Here, let's try doing a preview again. Although I'm scared to. Oh wait, is that not? Like if I add block to this, we're just trying to make it, Jaren, we're just trying to make it look a little bit better now. And I'm just learning. That's the big thing. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. But yeah, if I add block here, it's just going to move it down a line, right? So that doesn't work. Okay, cool. So Mario's saying, forget about blocks, just use divs for each sentence. Cool. Well, that's what I've done. I've got a div here, and where's my other one? Got a div here and a div here, one for each sentence. So that's good. That works. So hi, my name is, let's go, Justin. Every time I want to sponsor your podcast, every time you mention my website, which is transistor.fm, I will pay you $50 up to $500. And then they could click sponsor, and then a little stripe thing would pop up. Jesse, I'm glad you asked. Tailwind is this framework by my buddy Adam Wathan, Tailwind CSS. It's a utility CSS framework for rapid UI development. And I don't really know, but basically it allows you to quickly, in any class, with a class, kind of define what you want to do. And he's got great documentation. That's probably the best feature about it. For example, we were talking about buttons before, and he's got, examples of all these buttons that you can use. So I've never used it before, so I thought I would just experiment with it. Weird, Mario can't find me on Skype. Why is that? Who are you? Yeah, similar to, the default styles, death packs, the default styles, I think, are, it's not so much the styles he has as a default, it's more, I think, the fact that you can define all these things and then just call them in your classes really easily. But Adam's probably a better person to talk about that. I'd put a $sign before the input itself. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Where do I put that? I have to figure out how I'm going to represent that. How do you do that actually can I do that inside the input? Because I think it would look funny if I put it right here, for example. Let's look at it here. If I put it in front, where is that? Oh yeah, it's right here. It doesn't look as good as if it's right inside the input, but maybe there's a way to have it in the input so that folks don't have to put it in. I just don't know how to do that. All right. Let's see if I can get Mario on Skype here, because that's always fun. Oh, weird. I can't find you on Skype either. Yeah, I can't find you, man. Mario, it's so weird. Let's try it. Yeah, I'm not sure why I can't get you on Skype. You're just not showing up. The new Skype is so terrible. New call. Yeah, it's saying there's no user for that. Sorry, Mario. It says can't find user. All right. Hey, Dominic. Good to see you. You could use a before selector in CSS or a span like this. Okay. That might be something I will try next time. Well, actually, let's just do it live. We'll make this the last thing I do. Yeah, Dominic, the new Skype is so bad. Okay, sorry. Jern, I have to actually go into Twitch so I can access that link. Nope. Of course, you don't get the historical chat here. This broadcasting software is good, but it's like when you folks paste in links, I can't click on them, which kind of sucks. All right, so this is what Jern just sent me. So it's saying consider simulating input field. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that later. Too much for right now. Anyway, I think we accomplished something, or at least I feel like I accomplished something. Yeah, sorry, Mario. I'm just going to shut it down because I got a call here in the next minute, too. I don't know why we couldn't find each other on Skype. That Skype call-in feature works really well. And there's also some sort of, Mario, next time I do this, you should install Visual Studio Code, because there is also a way for me to call people. I don't know how I do it, but yeah, there's a way when I share this thing, I can also do audio calls at the same time. So that might be a good way to do some collaboration next time. And yeah, that's it for this time. I was asking Mario to connect with me. That wasn't Wasn't like he was demanding to be a part of this. He was just going to help me out with something. Yeah, and sorry, I gotta fix that Nightbot so that people can share URLs. I don't know. We got to figure out a nice way to share URLs because it is helpful when I'm doing this stuff. But I'll probably put this up on GitHub. I think there's some GitHub stuff built in, but I don't know how that works. Source control. Oh, maybe I have to configure that. But yeah, I'll throw this up on GitHub. I'm github.com/mi Justin. It's the letter M, the letter I, Justin. I can add that somewhere. New text overlay. github.com mi Justin. Yeah, I'll put this somewhere up on GitHub. Oh, no worries. No worries, man. I will put this somewhere up on GitHub if you want to look at it, but this is what we ended up with right here. And yeah, that was cool, getting to experiment with Tailwind. Tailwind CSS is just tailwindcss.com, and you can check that out as well. Yeah, that's it. I'll run the outro and keep that text up on the screen. Thanks everyone for showing up. Thanks Mario. Thanks all of you folks. There's quite a few people that showed up in the comments today. This was awesome. I'll see you next time I go live. Bye.